Alright, well, here it is, Wednesday, day 8. I've had some requests from some parents for some subtraction help. First off, I got some simple subtraction problems that don't require any regrouping. That's a new word we're using these days, parents. Regrouping. We're not using carry or borrow. We are regrouping. Okay, so you might have tried to tell your kids carry, borrow, and they're like, no, that's not how we do it. Alright, so a simple way to do this is with our base 10 blocks. If we have our base 10 blocks, we have 100, we have a 10, and we have a 1. Okay, if we have 100 of these, it would make a big old square. If I have 10 of these, it would make a 10. So that's how we're going to regroup and borrow. These first three problems we don't need to regroup, but I want to do a quick refresher on how we would use our base 10 blocks. See, I've got 5 there. And I'm going to skip down to the next problem before I start taking away. Here I've got 1 10 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ones. Here I have 100. I have 2 10s and 1, 2, 3 ones. Okay. Now, in order to take away, this is where we have a lot of students have a problem, is they want to go ahead and draw the 1 in base 10. They want to draw the 3 in base 10. They want to draw the 12 in base 10. But we don't need to draw because we are taking away. We are subtracting. So we don't need to draw any more base 10. We just want to take away. So we'll take that one away on problem 1 there. That leaves us with 4. And then if we take away 3, that leaves us with 1 10 and 1, 2, 3 ones. Alright, and then we want to take away 2 ones. And we want to take away 1 10. That leaves us with 100, 1 10, and 1 1 for a total of 111. Alright, so that's the basics of how we subtract with base 10. Let's go ahead and get into some regrouping. So if I come up with a problem that says 12 minus 8, we're initially going to have 1 10 and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 ones. Oh my goodness, no we're not. Subtract that. Forget I said that. We're going to have 1 10 and 2 ones. Now we are going to try to take away 8, but only problem is I only have 2. So I can't take away 8 from 2. So I'm going to regroup this 10 into 8 ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now that makes 10. What I need to do is take away our 8. So I'm going to subtract the 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that leaves us with 4. So the answer is going to be 4. We can do this the same way we did this problem if we get to a bigger number. So let's start off with a bigger number this time. Let's say a real big number of 845, and we're going to subtract 678. Alright, this is going to be a big problem, but I'll show you it's the same basic concept. So we're not even going to draw this one. We are only going to draw this one. I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 100s. I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 10s. And I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1s. No more drawing because we are taking away. Alright, so let's go ahead and start. I have to take away 8 1s. I don't have 8 1s to take away, so I have to regroup that. And I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I can take away my 8 1s. I'm going to get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That leaves me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 1s. Now I need to take away 7 10s. The only problem is I've only got 3 left because I regrouped that one. That one no longer exists. So now I have to regroup one of my 100s. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because there's 10 10s in 100. So this 100 no longer exists. It is now rewritten and regrouped in a form of 10 base 10 blocks. Now let's take away 7. Let me switch colors so it's less confusing. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those 10s no longer exist. We just subtracted them. That leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 10s. And now we don't have to regroup because 6 and 8, we can take 6 away from 8. So we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that leaves us with how many 100s? That leaves us with 1 100. Okay, so that is how we use base 10 blocks to regroup. Now, this is not the only way you can solve these problems, but this might be a good refresher course for some of the students that are a little uncomfortable with taking the 845 and the 678, and as your parents are probably well aware, they want to borrow and they want to bring that over here to make this a 14, and then they're going to need to borrow again, making that a 13, turning this into a turning that into a 15, which would give us the same answer because 15 minus 8 is 7. 13 minus 7 is 6. And 7 minus, oh, look at that. So we have now done that problem in base 10. And we have done that in standard algorithm. Okay, so base 10 block is an easy visual way, and that's why we teach it. We want to make sure the students understand why it works, not just how to get the answer. Once they get to the end of 5th grade and go into middle school, we start teaching them only this standard algorithm here. But when they're younger, we want them to know or understand, visualize why math works. That's the whole, I know you're thinking, why don't we just do it the old school way? Well, we want them to have a deeper understanding of why it works. And that's why. Alright, so base 10 versus algorithm. You can see the base 10 does take longer. But if you can get the answer, that's all I'm concerned about. 300!